I know, I'm not rocking a usual hockey jersey like I've done on reviews lately, but, I had to represent Miskatonic University, home of the fighting cephalopods. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, I'm here today to review for you HP Lovecraft's The Color Out of Space. The Color Out of Space is an adaptation of HP Lovecraft's short novella or novel, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. It's a direct adaptation of a Lovecraft story. The movie is ultimately about a family on this farm, a meteorite crashes, and some weird happenings are surrounded with it, and they're wondering, is it the meteor, is it not, what's going on, what is real, what is not. Now, most movies do Lovecraftian elements. You'll hear that a lot in movie and video game and just comic book culture talk. You never really see a direct adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft and his work. It's one of those things that this movie is proof positive that it's because he's so unconventional. And that's a good thing. This movie is so not commercial in terms of how it's made. Granted, it is a beautiful, well-shot film with amazing effects and cinematography, and it looks gorgeous. Now, some of the CGI, when CGI happens, is a little bit like, I can see that it was lower budgeted, but it wasn't anything that major. It was still beautiful to look at, and it truly encapsulates Lovecraft's writing. It's like when I'm reading the books, and H.P. Lovecraft is one of my favorite authors, how I picture it in my head, they did exactly that. Because H.P. Lovecraft has his own very unique take on this world. Or of the world, I should say. And this is set. They've talked about doing the Cthulhu Mythos, is what they're called. Basically, if they have the opportunity, they would like to do an H.P. Lovecraft universe and kind of tell the stories of that world and have it all exist in the same continuum. And it's very apparent throughout that, and as a Lovecraft fan, I loved it, because it wasn't so blatantly obvious for somebody who's never read or watched anything of Lovecraft ever. But it was really cool to sit there and go, oh hey, Miskatonic University, oh hey, Innsmouth, oh hey, Arkham. That was really cool, and they did it subtly, and that's good. They didn't do what The Mummy did a few years back and just hammer it in. Now, with that, there was one thing that I thought was funny. There is a character that I don't think he changed clothes over the several days that this movie took place. Like I said, unconventional in terms of the way it's filmed and the way the narrative plays out. It is not a commercial film. This isn't for everybody, but it is a very, very good movie. Nicolas Cage, while he hams it up a little bit, it worked for me because he's supposed to be kind of a kooky dude in this anyway, because they even established that Dad, he did way too many drugs in growing up and things like that. So his brain's not all there. But at the same time, you have to go, is that just Nicolas Cage not knowing he's being filmed? Probably. And of course, this is a lot of the creative team behind the film, Mandy. Now, you can see their fingerprints all over it. You can tell that if they were to do a Lovecraft story, it would very, very obviously be Color Out of Space. Because it has the color vibe where the director and cinematographer of this film really paint with the colors. They paint the story with these beautiful colors. The use of purple in this film, wow! And the body horror elements, and when things start hitting the fan, it's ridiculously intense, and there were moments that I jumped up or felt very unsettled. And that is what Lovecraft wanted. He he has this idea of unending madness and yet the morbid curiosity, yet you just feel kind of unsettled and gross on the inside when you're reading some of the stuff that's going on. And it does all of that in film form, which is why I keep saying this is a great adaptation and deserves to be watched. Every actor did a good job. Even Tommy Chong, who was playing himself, he was fine. I mean, he wasn't the strongest element of the film, but he wasn't bad. I actually would like to do a video later, just so you guys know, about where they could go with this universe and things that I would like to see as a Lovecraft fan. I have to say that HP Lovecraft's Color Out of Space is what I wanted it to be, which is an unconventional, dark, weird tale into madness, with glorious sci-fi and horror elements with some amazing cinematography, all making this just intense journey that's a slow burn, but it's worth it. I absolutely have to say, this film is big screen worthy. I encourage you guys to go check this film out and support this film. It's really good, and H.P. Lovecraft deserves more adaptations of his work. Personally, I just have to say it, I really, really want to see them do Shadow over Innsmouth. Did you guys like this film? Did you guys even know this film was coming out? Because I know some people didn't know that this film was going to be a thing. And are you going to go see it now? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Got plenty more videos coming to you. Love you guys.